Okay, Coach, it was your first game against Montreat College tonight for senior night. You beat them 6-2. Can you just give me your overall thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, so really proud of our guys, really proud of the seniors. It's been a while since we had a tougher competition, so it was a very important game for us because we're going into our regional tournament next week and last game of the season, senior night, a lot of things that were coming to an end or the beginning, and so I wanted to make sure that we had a really good showing, and the guys did a really good job. Proud of them. You know, we hate to give up goals, and that's something we're going to look at, and we'll have to. You know, it's a good warning for us to not switch off with 10 minutes left in the game, and that's really what happened. So. Ultimately, I love the goals that we scored. We could have had more. We just, you know, we're getting back into the swing of things. I thought it was a strong performance going into a regional tournament. So, overall, happy.
Perfect. And so tonight was a special game. Not only did y'all get the win, but it was also senior night where you were able to come before the game and celebrate, you know, the 9 seniors on this team, including your team manager. How much do they mean to your team, and how much did they play a part tonight and really this whole season?
Yeah. So seniors, man, it's amazing what a guy can do in 4 years. Not just athletically, but just in how they mature and how they view life, how they lead other guys. And you know, we have some special seniors. When I first got here as an assistant a few years ago, they were all sophomores, and it was a special group then. I mean, they were energetic, they were very tight-knit, and so I knew it would be a special class regardless, but they've grown into top quality players, which is just cherry on top, and they mean so much to our team when it comes to results, and they will be leaving a massive hole for me to fill, and I'm okay with that. That's what happens. We've got some juniors and sophomores that are growing into those positions, but ultimately, you know, they're a special class. I said in the pregame that they'll go down in history, and I believe that. I mean, this is a historical season, best record that we've ever had in 10 years. We're chasing a regional and a national tournament championship because ultimately we haven't done that as a school yet. We haven't won both, and so we're really looking for a lot of firsts this year. And Victor's right on the brink of breaking the goal scoring record. So there's a lot that we're looking at this year with this special group, and I'm a big fan when I watch them play. I told him at halftime, I feel like I'm watching you guys, not coaching, just because I'm enjoying it so much. So ultimately, irreplaceable, these guys, and I love them.
Perfect. And final thing from me, next week you go into the regional tournament. You have, you know, one goal in mind during that tournament. How are you going to take the things, you know, from this game and just really from the whole season to accumulate into next weekend's or next week's tournament?
Yeah, so I mean, now it counts. I feel like every game is the most important game. I talked to the guys before, and I'm like, I really mean it. You know, I don't just say it, but you know, it always seems like the next one's the more important than the last one, even though the last one was so important. So now we're into the part of the season that you win or go home, and we want to win every game. We want to win every game from here on out. We've wanted to win every game this season, and I feel like we've established dominance in our region. And as long as we perform, I don't see how. I don't see how we don't come out successful in a lot of these games. So, you know, in these tighter games, we've figured out how to win, and I think that's massive going into this tournament. So all that carries into those experiences. But now it's just pressure time, and I think these guys are able to handle it. We stopped worrying about what other teams do and started worrying about just being us, and that's been more than enough to win games. And that's the message going into next week is let's just be us, and I don't think anybody can handle that. And so we'll take one day at a time, one game at a time. We'll look at the next opponent like it's a national championship game, and we'll play them all that way, and we'll see where we finish.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.